Subject code 18CS2007, data structures and algorithms, step experiment number 7, searching algorithms. In this video we are going to see some searching algorithms like linear search and binary search. First we'll start with linear search algorithm. uh, this is the linear search algorithm function which takes two inputs. That is, first one is the array and second one is the key, that is the data that has to be searched in the array. So we'll start with the function call here. Linear search, it takes two inputs, that is array and the next one is key. So array, we are prompting the user to enter the values for this array, and we are asking the user to enter the key that has to be searched in the array. So this algorithm takes two inputs, and in this function, under this function we have a for loop which helps us to traverse across the list. So the range can be range should be length of the array, and I is the loop variable here, or else we can call it index variable also. And if a of I, that means the uh, uh, if for example the first iteration I will be 0 and second iteration I will be 1, right? In that manner, a of 0 gives the first element, a of 1 gives the second element, right? So we are checking if any of the elements in the array is matched with the key. If it is true, we'll return the corresponding index of that element. In the case of unsuccessful search, that means if the key is not present in the array, then this if condition will never be true, right? In any of these iterations, in any of these traversal, this if condition will never be true. So this for loop ends, and after that we will return -1, which indicates unsuccessful search. That is about linear search. Now we'll see about binary search. So binary search takes four inputs. That is, first one is the array, second one is the low, that is the starting index of the array, up is the ending index of the array, and key is the data that has to be searched in the array. So we'll start from this function call binary search. It is, first one is the array, second one is the low, that is starting index of the array. Since the starting index of array is 0, we are passing 0. Ending index of the array is length of array -1, right? So we are passing that one, and the key that has to be searched in the array. So this algorithm takes four inputs. Okay. So here the we are going to solve this binary search using recursive procedure. So the base condition for this recursion should be uh, this one: if key equals to a of mid, we are returning the value. So I mean the index. So the main idea here is we have to pass the sorted array initially. So that's why here you can see that after getting the input for the array, we are sorting it. So using the sorted inbuilt method in Python. So this algorithm works correctly for sorted array. It works for unsorted array also, but the output may be wrong for certain cases. So we have to pass sorted array to this binary search algorithm. So main idea here is to split. We will split the sorted array into two halves, and we check for whether the key that has to be searched is present in the either of the halves. If it is present in the first half, we'll further divide the first half into two parts, and we'll check whether the key is present in the first half or second half. And in that manner, we will be keep on uh, dividing and searching for this array. So we can call this as divide and conquer procedure, right? So yeah. So if low less than or equals to up, that means if this whole procedure, that means this recursive procedure should work only if this condition is true. That means if low less than or equals to up, low is the starting index, right? Up is the ending index. So if low crosses the ending index of the array, that means the element is not present in the array. Imagine a situation where the array has two elements, which and the key that has to be searched is some other element. So it, if it is any unsuccessful search, so if a if this recursive call is made, then low and up will be 0 and 1, right? In case of just having only two elements, low will be 0 and up will be 1. So mid you will get as 1, right? So 1 by 2 will get 0, 0. So mid will be 0, right? So while making this recursive call, a of low and mid will be 0, 0 minus 1 minus 1. So low and -1, up will be -1, right? So low less than or equals to up. So here the condition fails, right? So in that case, uh, this recursive procedure cannot execute, and it indicates that it is unsuccessful procedure, which means the key is not present in the list. So we're returning the -1 to this function call, or else we are following this recursive procedure, which is to divide the current array into two halves. That is, starting index plus ending index, integer division by 2. Integer division gives us the integral part, and it neglects the floating value. So mid equals to low plus up integral division by 2. So if key equals to that middle position, that means if the key is present at the middle position of the array, that's it, we have finished, right? So we will return the corresponding index, that is mid. Or else if the key, we'll check, we have two conditions, right? We'll check whether the key is present in the first half or if the key is present in the second half. If the key is present in the first half, that is left half, this recursion, this this function call will be executed, right? So if it is present in the first half, the upper index of this first array, I mean the splitted array, will be mid minus 1, right? So that one we have to update, we have to pass this changed value to this function now. That's it. If low, a low, and now up will take mid minus 1 value and key will be as it is. That's it. And using this procedure we'll solve this kind of I mean we'll solve this binary search. Or else if the array, if the element is key is present in the right side of the list, we will follow this one, that is return binary search. And now the array should start from mid plus 1, right? So the starting index should be mid plus 1 and the ending index should be as it is. This is in the case of if the key is present in the right side of the array. So that's it. We'll try to run this. Before that, we'll see this menu, which is an infinite while loop, which prompts the user to select either of these two, linear or binary search. And third one is to exit, and if the user presses 1, we are prompting the user to enter the array elements, and we are using a map function to get the list of elements which are of type integer. This is to get the uh, list of elements, and we are converting that elements to int using this map function. And this map object we are converting into list. So that's what we are passing to this linear search array, and key value we are prompting the user to enter for this key that has to be searched. These two inputs we are passing to this linear search array. And next, if the user presses 2, it means that he needs binary search, and same thing, we are prompting the user to enter the array elements along with the key. And in this case, we can see method here, sorted method, which sorts the array. As I've already told, that binary search needs the sorted algorithm. I mean sorted array. It doesn't. It cannot work fine with other, I mean unsorted array. So that's it. So we are passing this array, the starting index of the array, and the ending index of the array, and the key. So that's it. And after that, if the user presses 3, he needs to exit, right? So we have to break this infinite while, or else we'll print invalid input for any other kind of inputs. Now we'll check if it's working or not. First we'll try for linear search. We'll take an array like this, value to be searched for. For example, we search for 5. Yes, we can see the corresponding index of 5 is 1. So 1 has been attained. Now we'll try for unsuccessful search. Root search, linear search. We'll take the same array, once again 8, 9, 6, and we'll search for 7. We can see the algorithm written -1. So which indicates that 7 is not present in this array. Now we'll try for binary search. 10, 5, 8, 9, 6. Okay, and we'll search for 8. We can see the index of 8 is 1, 0, 1, 2, right? So that index has been written. Now we'll search for, try for unsuccessful search. 10, 5, 8, 9, 6. Then if we search for 7, yeah, we can see the algorithm written -1, which indicates that 7 is not there in this present list. If the user wants to exit, 3. Yeah, that's all. The program has been finished. I hope all the outputs are correct for the different kinds of inputs that I have given. Thank you.